It's the work every day we put in that inches us one step closer to whatever you believe is success. I have a burning desire to know what makes the top performers and millionaires great across the world. What are they doing? What are they thinking? And what do they believe? I had to know. Take the journey with me as we define what the true grind to greatness looks like, revealing my experiences and looking into the lives of the elite. This is the grind to greatness. What up, what up? This is your boy Terrell with another webisode for G to G, from the grind to greatness. I'm loving it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. And we're back with week 6 with Webisode 6. I'm loving because I'm able to use this series as a voice to help the different people that I know and that I don't know, and to help them change their lives. And I love seeing people with a smile on their face. I love helping people, and I love to see people progress and change their lives and really achieve what they want to achieve. Because I know a lot of people. I have a lot of people in my family. And just a lot of experiences that I went through that for people who wanted to achieve what they wanted to achieve, but they couldn't because something was holding them back. And that's actually a reason why I decided to talk about today's topic, which is actually called "Forget About It." And forget about it is basically, it's a self-explanatory topic. It's saying forget about the things that's not taking you closer to your goal. It's just as simple as that. Forget about the things that's holding you back, because you can't go somewhere in life. You can't move forward to a place in life if you're being held back. Like, how you gonna move this way if somebody's pulling you back? Somebody's pushing you is gonna make it a lot harder for you to go to that next level, or for you to go to that next step. So one of the first things I wanted to talk about today is this quote. And I love this quote because it's saying, realize the reality of today, see the promises for tomorrow, and learn from the lessons of yesterday. And I love that quote because it says exactly what it is. You gotta be able to let go of some of the things that happened in your past. There's a lot of unfortunate circumstances. We all go through problems. We all go through conflicts. We all go through things that's gonna hurt us and limit us back. There's nobody in this world that's perfect. Everybody is gonna go through a relationship. Everybody is gonna go through a relationship that didn't work. Everybody's gonna have death in their family. It's gonna be unfortunate circumstances where you might be homeless, or you might not have a parent that's there for you. You might not have you feel like there's nobody that's there for you. You went through unfortunate sexual circumstances that might damage you. But the thing is, the goal of what I'm trying to tell you is, and to also to keep in front of myself, is to make sure that you don't focus on that, because it might be justified. You might have a justified reason for being mad, and for being upset at the world, for being upset at a certain person. But if you keep focusing on that, that's not going to take you the way you need to go. It's not. So actually, what I have for you today is have 3 steps, 3 success principles that actually help take myself out of situation that I was going through during my college days, and it helped me get to the position that I'm at today, and it's only getting better from here. So I have 3 steps. What happened to me during my right on the brink of me graduating, I was able to land a great job with Capital One. It was a job that I was able to use what I went to my degree for. A lot of people go to school, don't even use what they went to go to use what their degree is for. So I was able to get that. It was the most money I ever made, best job I ever had. I felt like it was anyway. So during my first month of the job, I was loving it. Felt like I was doing what I had to do, being helpful, do what I had to do. Well, unfortunately, different government jobs and stuff like that, there's a lot of politics that happens, and me coming fresh kid out of college, I didn't really understand that. I didn't really know that. Anyway, not like an excuse, anything like that. But let's just say towards the end of that first month, I was able to do like some mentoring, and they had like a training program where you had somebody shadow you, and you basically training them so when they first come on the job, they understand the ropes and everything like that. So I had a young lady that was following me who was shadowing me around, and I used to help her with the job and everything like that. Well, anyway, on about day 3 of the shadowing and things like that, I get a phone call, and now I was actually working through a contracting company, and they gave me a phone call like, hey Terrell, sounding enthusiastic, like, hey Terrell, come down and we want to talk to you in the cafeteria. So I'm like, okay. Go down and talk to the cafeteria, and it was the exact opposite news I was expecting. I thought I was gonna get an award or a medal or something. They actually let me go that day. And it was hurtful. I almost didn't even believe it. I was in shock. Like, I've never been like, that's a situation or a place where, like, if you get let go, like, you're getting escorted out. Like, you have to get your stuff right then and get escorted out. So I've never been through anything like that. So, it was embarrassing for me. And, I also had a lot of financial obligations that I was going through. I ended up getting a new car, crib, everything like that. So all these new financial obligations now instantly became a burden to me. And, and I actually went through a phase where I was like beating myself up, and I was upset, like, how I'm gonna pay for this, how I'm gonna do this, and it was actually hurting me a lot. But what got me out of that situation was 3 steps, and the first step is actually one of my favorite quotes that came from a personal development. One of my favorite personal development coaches, Tony Robbins. He says, "See it as it is, but don't see it worse than it is." And I love that. I think that's great because you have to see the situation as it is. You can't. I said, okay, I'm in a situation right now where I'm jobless. I know I have these financial obligations I got to do, but I'm in a situation right now where I'm jobless. So I have to say, okay, I had to tell myself, all right, I got to make sure that I'm not focusing all my energy on losing this job. I said, okay, it's just a job, and if I could get one like this, I know I could get one that's better. So I decided to tighten up my resume. I started using now I'm using keywords, for the different jobs that I'm applying for. I'm using those key terms for that field, and it definitely helped me out a lot. I had more interviews and different things like that. So that helped me out a lot, helped me out with my psyche. The second thing that I had to do was change my focus. I couldn't focus on that, because the more I focused on me losing a job, and if I would have did this differently, or, if I would have known that person, if I would have became cool with that person right there, I would have been good. That was one of the things I had to change my focus. So I said, okay, I'm not gonna say it worse than it is. I'm gonna see how it is. So I said, you know what? Let me focus on getting this new job. Let me focus on what I need to focus now, because feeling sad for myself is not helping me right now. I need to make sure that I'm focused on doing what I got to do. So that's when I went through, doing the resumes and focusing on networking. I've networked harder than I ever networked. Talked to people online who has a job. Everything. I went through all those situations. The third thing I did that helped me through my situation was I created a new meaning for it. And what I did was I said, okay, this is an unfortunate situation for me, but I said, you know what? I know there's good things that could come from bad situations. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna work harder than I ever worked. And that's when I went applying every day, talking to people every day, and then until I landed something great. And the good thing was that definitely helped me out, because the good thing came from that situation, because I actually landed a job that was better than the Capital One job, and I was making way more money. It was closer. I was spending less money, and the environment was great, and it was something that was actually more closely related to what I went to school for. So it just worked out better like that. So I just created a new meaning for it. I said, okay, I'm not gonna look at this as a burden. I said, I'm gonna use this because it's gonna make me a better person, gonna make me a stronger person, help lift me up to the actual level. So it'll be the same thing for you. Use those steps. Create a new meaning for, okay, yeah, you had your mother, you had a loved one that unfortunately passed away in your family, but with that loved one wants you to go to that next level. You use that as a situation to propel you, to pull you forward. Don't use it as a situation to hold you back, because you're not going to get no progress, and you don't want to go through life feeling sorry for yourself and different things like that. So you definitely want to make sure you help yourself. Like, a great situation is Oprah. Oprah been through some horrible situations through her life, you know, from being poor to being raped and by different multiple family members and different things like that. Like, how can a person who went through so much be able to rise herself through times where there was segregation and where blacks wasn't really accepted like that to being one of the most successful people in the world today? How is she able to do that and be able to give back so much? And it's because she used those 3 steps. You know, some form of way she used that. She didn't focus on the past. She could have easily focused on, you know, not having her and then been feeling sorry for herself and different things like that. She could have had a meaning where, you know, I hate men, you know, I don't, you know, I can't deal with this. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to be around them. She could have created that meaning for herself. But what she did was she decided to get a voice. She decided to start talking. She decided to start taking public speaking. She did church functions. She did, you know, different after school activities and different things like that, where she was actually able to land herself a co-anchor job, which she actually landed an anchor job after that. And then she went you know, just went viral, went global, and you know, and she caught on like wildfire. Now she's able to give back and help people and giving out cars and everything in her you know, in her shows and everything like that. So, you know, it has one of the longest and best running shows, you know, that's been going on. So how is she able to go from that situation to the situation she's at now? And that was because, you know, she used some of those principles to help her take it to that next level. So, you know, just if you're watching this right now, you have some type of goal, you have something that you want to achieve, you have some type of success that you want to get towards. So the best way you can do that is to let go of the past. You might have people that did you dirty or anything like that. You know, the best thing I can say is, you know, forgive them. You don't got to be their friend. When I say you got to be their friend, you got to go, you know, you got to go say I'm sorry and chill with them. You got to make up a hug. You got to cry. No, I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm saying you forgive people for yourself. Don't forgive them. Don't forgive them because you feel like, you know, you have to be friends with them or you feel like you have to. You forgive them for yourself, because once you do that, that means you're able to take your focus off them. You're able to take your focus on them. You're able to put more focus on what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and where you want to go. So, you know, I'm going to conclude this webisode. This is from the G to G. Forget about it. Make sure that you subscribe. If you have any questions, you have anything that you want to talk about in the videos or that you want me to help you out with, you can email me. You can I'm on Twitter at Rel the Wizard. You can DM me, and I help you out to the best of my ability. So be safe, love you, and I'll see you soon.